Welcome back, 5 Aces.
Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. Remember last time when in the last cast I said there must be another replay? I remember it like it was yesterday, because it actually was yesterday. For you it's probably gonna be spaced out a little more, but hey, there was no Game 3. So apparently it was possible for the Team League matches to end in a draw. I guess it was the same format as the Red Alert Global League. And so, yeah, the last series between Orb, Blackened, and Dying Fetus Anju ended in a draw. However, we've got ourselves another matchup here, and this is the semi-finals. So those 4 players have made it all the way to the top, and we are going to be observing a best of 5, I believe, or at least best of 3. So let's find out. And the players in question are going to be Unano and Upps, aka Ultra Lord, which appears to be his preferred moniker right now. Going up, despite losing to Blackened and Orb last time, going up against Rusty X, aka MasterX, and wait a sec. Who's it? Terminator X and MasterX, there we go. Alright, both with the X in the name. The good old name tag shenanigans. Yeah, that's gonna be an awesome series. We've discussed it before, MasterX and Terminator X to a lesser extent as well probably, are coming from the Tiberian Dawn community. So a little bit of a different playstyle that they're used to, but still very strong in OpenRA or in Red Alert. And we all know Upps, we all know Unano. Unano very solid, and Upps a wild card who tries and experiment and innovate with his builds quite a lot sometimes. So really interesting combination. The fact, ooh, there was a sniper and an engineer, definitely. That is a vetted rifle infantry. And Master and Rusty, I would say, are playing it relatively safe, relatively standard most of the time, but that doesn't mean that there can't be any surprises here. The map in question is Kosovo. I still doubt that naming choice. That is historically a little, it's got a little aftertaste, a little bitter one. So, okay, none of the rifle scouts are connecting thus far. There is just a little scuffle here and there. Upps and Unano just moving in a little further to the center. They've already got their rockets in position as well. They're not going for one death blow, interestingly. So, there is something I want to point out. MasterX does this a lot. Every single time I've seen him, he just clumps his units in base, and what he does is he sends them out in waves, but he doesn't get them in a position first. He just parks them in a base and then sends them in like at like a 2-minute timer. It's almost like an AI. So now the script: if blob not large enough, then accumulate. If blob large enough, then attack move. Or at least, you know, he's trying to flank, but so. Not getting the light tank here from Upps. From Upps is a good choice, because it will allow him to take down the Derrick with relative ease. Gets a crush on the way out too, and in comes a flag track for support from Unano. So Rusty X is being pushed back just a little bit. Unano already going for a service depot, not too surprising. What is the build here for Upps? That is an awkward build. He must have sold 1 refinery out of 3. He's really behind on the tech. Huh? What gives here? Because he didn't... I mean, he built... Fair enough, he built 3 light vehicles, so probably that's where all of his money went. He's only on 4 harvesters over the under the 5 that most other players are on. So that's a high aggression build, but one that didn't really come into fruition just yet, didn't really pay off. So, ooh. Ranger gets away, scurs away, uses its speed advantage, and obviously hasn't even begun to scratch the rust off the mobile flak. Yeah, here's the light tank, it's gonna fall foul of the rockets. That's a lot of chunk onto the rocket. And they're closing the pocket to the rocket. That's gonna be a good one. Really good positioning from the rockets of Terminator X. They're streaming in more units. Good snipe from the flak track of Unano here. Gets the Ranger out. Oh no, he needs to kill the medic, otherwise everything he's doing is in vain. That's super annoying. Okay, we're hearing some scuffles here and there. The heavy tank, the first heavy tank is out for Unano. Yeah, that's the medic under fire. Doesn't get killed, crucially. So it can continue harassing and continue healing up against the harass that this flag track provides. It's going to be a very futile attempt. There is an infantry armor from Unano waiting in ambush, but no front line just yet. The heavy tank just approaching, just arriving now, a little late to the party. And as a result, Unano gets pushed back. That is actually a fairly solid early game, I'd have to say, for team number 2, the southernmost team. There's already a base deployed from Terminator X, so there's gonna be a little bit of a base war. So the map is split evenly, but all that's said and done, Unano has lost a lot of army. So not the worst start for Team 2. Also, one thing I'd like to mention is that the battle lines have been drawn, but it appears that Terminator X does just have an advantageous position here. He's got his front lines in better position. He's gonna start establishing a wide front. Yeah, Upps is... That was good game. Upps is recognizing this and trying to reposition his MCV. So, definitely a positional advantage here thus far, at least for now. It's smart what he's doing here. He's expanding wide. In come the turrets though from Ultralord. And Upps still has a ranger. I think with 3 heavies that's gonna be enough to breach if he plays it right. Yeah, power plants coming out, flame tower outside a range of the turret. And the front line's not in position. Lots of infantry being bled already. I think that is going to be... the heavy tanks from Terminator X are not in position either. Never mind. Never mind. We are seeing a full-on wipe here. Full-on wipe of the army. Rip. That is a ripperoni. So Terminator X is retreating. It's also not bailing. Oh, wait. Does he have... No, he doesn't. It just looked like there was a promoted rocket soldier exiting the barracks, but he definitely didn't have spies. On the other side, we've got a very wide front established. Ooh, MasterX is bleeding the expensive ones. The mechanics have been added into the roster. This would be a juicy target, though. If MasterX gets this expansion down, that's gonna be an absolute plummeting of the econ lines for Unano. The Zooks are connecting. Down goes the first one. He doesn't want to overcommit, but he has got the larger army. Oh no, he's gonna run into 2 armies and the artillery support as well. So this merging of the armies was not a good idea at all. We are going to be seeing a collapse, complete collapse, and the artilleries are still safe in the back lines, so they can dish out the damage. Well, not this one. Rip. Airfield is out for Unano. Probably not long for this world. And with the auxiliary army from Terminator X, they're actually winning the engagement. Not what I was envisioning here. Battle lines drawn. On the other side, there's a tech center out, and it is in an extremely vulnerable position. Can he get Tanya out in time? Probably not. I fear for the tech center. Oh no. Oh, rip. Tanya wasn't meant to be this game, at least not for now. So that tier 3 was just extremely ambitious. I don't know why MasterX built all of his structures like the entire tech tree on the front lines. That is a questionable choice, to say the least. MCV is being pushed back. Unano has actually kind of been flanked. Flame towers, though, putting in some good work. Putting on the flame nozzle. And the Tesla coil in a really good spot. It's outside a range of all those. It outranges all those pills and turrets by 1 cell, and now gets to kill them off. There's a tech center for Upps. So Tanya is just 10 seconds away from coming online, but same phase transport in Tanya. But same is true for MasterX, who has somehow rebuilt his tech. Yeah, that's a better position, my friend. Tanya and Tanya, they're arriving just at the same time. Sisters in arms, huh? Heavy tank from Terminator X is just being parked here. Doing a little bit of light harassment. There is the phase transport conceal noise. Or is it? Harvester being poked reasonably low. Here on the flank that has been cleaned up, that has been wiped. The turret from MasterX can now start pushing back the defenses at least. And this flank is not meant to happen. Tanya, she is on guard duty. Just, yeah, powing away. Free firing at those units. With all that said and done, oh, that was a connecting artillery shell somewhere. Oh, there it is. Tanya gets killed off. Phase transport is still alive, as are the artilleries for now. One of them definitely falling prey here. Yep. There we go. And Upps moving forward. Huh. This is a really competitive game. And the base push from Terminator X has so far been really effective. Phase transport, no! Not like this. Oh no! Upps has somehow found, with this little pocket of an army, one harvester just for free. Just a little freebie. Phase transport still going at it with its puny missiles. It's not meant to be a DPS unit, let's put it that way. That will be charitable. Again, a forward radadome from Rusty. Terminator, what are you doing? Yes, it gives you a line of sight. It also costs a fortune, it costs power, and it is your tech. So if that gets sniped, no more arties for the time being. Oh, power down. That is annoying. Really good artillery play here for MasterX. Oh my goodness. That, yeah, out-healed this. It's only the medics surviving. Yikes. Tanya pushing back the army. She's back in the phase transport now. Secret Tanya is best Tanya. And down goes the radar though. Does he have a backup? Was that a redundant radar? Nope. And again, MasterX building a forward radar too. Navsat has been launched for the time being. We're gonna go into his vision. He is going to be all-knowing, at least in terms of where most things are placed. He should be spotting the weakness here. Yeah, he is. Rotating over and just sees that there is nothing in the way of defense for this newly acquired mine. I think he should always just follow up with the MCV as well. Because knowing what he knows right now, he's going to be seeing that there is barely any defenses here. Yet, as of now. The longbow. Oh, that was a longbow! 2k down the drain. Yikes. Is there any semblance of tier 3, especially for the Soviet player? This would be incredibly important. Helicopters have found the infantry and the satellite is now offline. Man, battle lines have been drawn. Please don't build another longbow. You do not have your longbow license. Parabombing round, that's gonna be a good one. YT chose a bad angle, but still. It's gonna kill off the artilleries at least. No? It's just going for the base defenses. The artilleries are still alive. So not too bad. This can be held, especially knowing that he's got the war factory production just in the front lines. So far we have not really seen any strong Tanya play outside of that one engagement. Rusty has gotten another radadome up, this time in a slightly more protected position. I dig that, I dig that. Most of the heavy tanks from Unano just got fended off. Oh, Mammoth plus lots of infantry. That is going to be hard to dislodge. Wait, there's a missile silo for Master? Okay. Hey, now the longbows are good for some. You need to rebuild this mine though, because that's a double mine and that just is so much value. There's the absolutely lethal Mammoth tank flank. Oh, okay. Totally stays alive. Good hustle. We heard another Tanya and another unprotected infantry drop. Honey, wake up. New infantry just dropped. Radar jammers out for Upps. They can't jam bullets. So I'm not sure if that was a good investment. Okay, and with that being said and done, I think that's a full-on retreat of the MCV. If it even survives. Yeah, he doesn't want to overcommit. Okay. Fair enough. Master is gaining some ground, but he's also losing his base. His expansion base, that is. Let's see, he's also got a counter-mobile radar jammer. So this is going to severely cut the DPS of the infantry army in half. There's a lot of, a lot of armor in the mix, though. Speaking of mix, what about MiGs? But this would be a good map for MiGs, I'd say, because most of the anti-air is concentrated in the around the middles of the map, so the corners are really easy to exploit. Oh, Tanya still on a secret mission. Pow pow she goes. Does a lot of damage, but ultimately gets taken out by the heavies, who have definitely not been overstaying their welcome just yet. The mobile radar jammer is tanking so much fire. And now the arties get to go ham. Okay, however, he takes out a couple harvesters. His tank flank is still effective. Push is still in effect too. Oh, there. MRJ goes down. And that is the tech tree. Is that the reversal? Is that gonna be the reversal? Oh, Iron Curtain is up, but not ready just yet. Not firing on time. On the other side of the map, we are seeing the Mammoths being in control of the situation, pushing back the army of AoE General, MasterX, sorry. It's using AoE General's colors, that's why. If you remember AoE. Lots of rockets, but I think that's ultimately gonna get cleaned up, more or less at least. Yeah, especially with Tanya in the mix. She swallows them up like Pac-Man, and there's always line of sight from the longbow. He's expended its ammo base, but hasn't done anything useful just yet. Let's take a tally, shall we? The assets are... Upps is in a commanding lead over Terminator. Other than that, the other two players are fairly even. Evenly matched. Tanya is trying to find an avenue. Does he have the satellite? Not for the time present. He sees the mammoths rolling in. Oh, when the mammoths rolling in. Oh, when the mammoths rolling in. Frontline War Factory definitely gonna be clipped here. Oh, Iron Curtain being fired as well. That was premature. It was before the engagement even started. And Tanya doesn't care about an Iron Curtain. That is pretty cost efficient. Yeah, sure, he loses Tanya, but she'll be back. She'll be back. Oh, Tanya and the Ranger! Oh my goodness! The special mission! That was beautiful play. And just a little too oblivious from MasterX. He tried to... he immediately built the pillbox, but he didn't refocus on time. I think he could have killed her before she attached the C4. There was a brief window, but in speedrunner terms, that would have had to be frame perfect. Mammoths have survived, have healed up to 50%, and are now going at it once again. And Master and Rusty are really broke. This is gonna get harder and harder to sustain the fight. Longbow is finally being patched up and also just, rearmed. Upps is now in a great spot. 63k. He's way ahead of the others. And both the players traded better here. Still only now going for a tech center again, so he didn't have Tanya for a long time, but he has longbows and... I don't like this mix because they're so specialized. Blackhawks are gonna waste their ammo on armor if you just aim with them. And conversely, longbows are going to use their expensive-ass taxpayer missiles on just simply shooting useless infantry. Base push is on, and it's starting to look pretty good for Unano on this side of the map. Master doesn't have much to defend here, especially not against 5 mammoths and a couple heavies. Yeah. This ain't happening. Computer says no. Ooh, they're starting to crumble here. Wait, being pushed back for whatever reason. Upps is waiting for the spy satellite, I believe. And there he goes, the curtain. Let's go. Oh, wait. It already timed out without doing much of anything. I don't know what that was about. Huh. Oh, Tanya! She's making the old true and tried tested classic campaign mistake. Ooh. Is he gonna get destroyed? No, for now just getting poked out. He could commit with the Yaks. Kill it, there's no mechanic nearby. I would honestly like that play. Phase transport is back with Tanya. With Tanya in tow. Man, the mammoths aren't getting fewer. They're just continuing to survive and to bulk up in numbers. Parabombing run this time around. What's the angle? It's a good one. Should be able to finish off all the infantry. I think that's gonna be a real good one. Maybe also... Wow. Good hustle. There's an engineer though. So we can easily, immediately patch up the Onyard. Doesn't want to commit though, it seems. On this side, the artillery is still poking away a little bit, but I feel like that's not going to be sustainable for a long time. Yeah, also targeted snipe on Tanya. So there goes your defenses. And I think the Iron Curtain is back up to being ready? Question mark? Almost. 5 seconds or so. Somehow the tanks have made their way through this. And MasterX is now... Oh, sorry. Terminator X is now trying to take some econ out. Oh! MasterX is tapping out here. Yeah, he doesn't have much of an army left. Nothing left standing. But neither does Upps, really. And Terminator should just kill the Connier, thank you. This is still a competitive game, but the ball of Mammoth is going to be a problem. They're just never going to be able to basically get in range of the engagement up north because they're just too slow to rotate. Good Iron Curtain this time around, just keeps the Connier alive for a little bit. What are those guys doing? Just a little scouting run. Turrets are firing on the mammoths, so there's that. 1 down. 7 left to go. RIP. That's not gonna be fun to chew through. You will need a lot of armor. Deal with this reliably. Ooh, this one survives. Every single mammoth you keep alive is just such a boon because they can regenerate and then all of a sudden they're back to 50% health. And they're back to doing useful things. Phase transport Tanya, this time around. Maybe she could snipe the tech center. And Tanya, counter Tanya's out as well. Rust is just now rebuilding his radar, he lost his entire tech tree. But he's been relatively efficient with his 1.5, gotta say. What else are we building? Upps is just building tanks and power plants. This parabomb, this paradrop wasn't meant to have. Oh wait, that is just a reinforcing paradrop, okay. Good stuff. Good stuff, and the tank run by has managed to successfully distract him. Tanya firing from the back lines, and the Yaks chipping in as well. That's gonna be a complete disaster. I don't know, I think the curtain is up. Almost. Wait! Tanya! She's going at it! She needs to kill the Iron Curtain. Curtain is the prime target. Oh my goodness, the curtain was ready too! Does her job here. That was a fantastic snipe. Just as the engagement starts. Can this salvage the play? Let's see. Terminator X is now starting to push on in. No, MasterX is starting to push in on the base. That's going to be a real good para drop though. Para bombs are coming in hot. Yeah. Okay, whiffing just barely, but forces the forces into the army. So I think that was still worth it. This Mammoth tank somehow connected. Ooh, he's down to 2 Mammoth tanks now. Reinforcements have arrived. Good hustle. But team number 2 has traded their entire army off for this place, so for the time being, this hasn't helped him all that much. MasterX out of power as well. Fixing it now. He's building another nuke silo. This game won't last for another 15 minutes. I'm just kind of confident in claiming that. Despite there being no tech, this is just, or no Iron Curtain, this is just an overwhelming number of forces. Sure, he can take out the Harvester here and there, but Terminator X and by extension MasterX are just too far behind at this point. How did it get to this? Mostly them just trading in the last engagement. Trading for the entire tech tree. It was a good snipe, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, a bit futile because there is so much more where that one came from. Tanya, I think she's got a medic accompanying her. Huh. No, just a rifle. Gets killed immediately, but that doesn't matter because the armies are there. They are converging. And this time around there is no redemption arc, there's just a little bit of an army left. Which now has to be pulled to double duty on the defense. Ooh, that's gonna be a juicy parabombing run. Ooh, it gets shut down. Still. Loads of AoE. Radar Jammer just doing a good job. Overall, keeping the tanks alive for so much longer than they would otherwise. Good micro here. Actually manages to push it back with the help of the Radar Jammer, because it didn't get targeted and so the rockets were all useless. They don't do anything as soon as the Radar Jammer is present, and it gives them like erectile dysfunction. Oh, Tanya gets sniped for free! Good one. Really good snipe. That was a very worthwhile Tanya. Yeah, but now there's just too much stuff here. I feel like had this happened earlier in the game it would have been good, but yeah, they're calling it off now. 27 seconds, 27 minutes and 42 seconds. GG being called on game 1. Yep, there we go. That was a really good one, really competitive, really back and forth. That's only going to be part 1. We're going to be back with games number 2 and 3 in the next Shoutcast. For now, well played from all players. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. 5 Faces out.
Battle control terminated.